0, all engine running.
1969, the crew of Apollo 11 blasts off into space, propelled by a new innovation, the most powerful rocket ever built, the Saturn V. 4 days, 13 hours, 7 minutes, and 33 seconds later, Neil Armstrong becomes the first human to step foot on the moon.
It's one small step for man,
But more than 130 years earlier,
one giant leap for mankind.
life had already been discovered on Earth's celestial neighbor. Well, that is according to the New York Sun. See, in 1835, the Sun published a series of articles describing a lush lunar surface, teeming with tiny moon bison, blue unicorns, and humanoid creatures with bat-like wings. The story was fake, entirely fabricated by Richard Adams Locke, a reporter at the Sun. But it didn't matter. The New York Sun's subscriptions nearly quintupled. Mayor Philippone said, "In sober truth, if this account is true, it is most enormously wonderful, and if is a fable, the manner of its relation will give this ingenious history a place with Gulliver's Travels and Robin Crusoe." The incident revealed a sobering truth. Sensationalism sells. The New York Sun was one of the first newspapers in the penny press era, an era defined by its low prices, competitive nature, and colloquial, at times salacious writing style. Before the penny presses, papers were often funded by political parties, intended for the wealthy. Once the working class could afford to read these papers, they couldn't get enough. And sensationalism as a form of business was born. People didn't expect everything they read to be true, but if it wasn't true, it should at least be entertaining. As Mayor Hone saw it, there was little dependence upon newspapers in a record of facts. Sensationalist reporting helped newspapers gain popularity, but this kind of reporting caused ripple effects in the world of journalism, which can be felt to this day.
They turned the friggin' frogs gay!
Some experts say that sensationalism is an unavoidable byproduct of market-based news organizations. Embellishment isn't necessarily the death of journalism, but every act of sensationalism undermines trust in news organizations. For the New York Sun, it was Locke's Great Moon Hoax. For the Frontier Press, it was Native American violence. In the 1950s, it was communism. In the age of cable news, social media, Google, in the age where we have more information at our fingertips than ever before, we still won't know the effects of today's sensationalism until tomorrow. A 2019 Gallup poll showed that only 41% of Americans trust mass media organizations. Sensationalism sells, but at what cost? Public trust? Objectivity? Will the very thing that thrusts news into the spotlight douse its lights for good?